Hi, Sagittarius. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. Let's see what Spirit has for you today. This is a general love reading for all my Sag. Just take with you what resonates, leave the rest behind. If for some reason you want to check out some other love readings because this isn't resonating or you just love these readings, go to the playlist. I will put it in the description below, the link in the description below. First, let's invite 3 signs into this reading. They could be connected to you. There could be messages here for them. They could be somebody coming into your life. Aries, Cancer, or Taurus. You have been invited into Sagittarius's reading. So as I upload these, I put them in the description and I put them in the upper right-hand corner. Who has been invited into the reading? There's 3 invites every reading, so there could be additional messages for you as well. So Aries, Cancer, and Taurus, you are invited guests of my Sagittarius today for some reason. And we'll see what Spirit has for any of you. Let's see what's going on. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. So grateful that you have been guided here. And for those of you returning, of course, thank you always. I am a psychic medium. This will be a channeled message, and we're going to call in our spirit guides now. Spirit, if you could please share with me any messages of guidance that you have for my Sagittarius, anyone that has found this message, anybody that has is searching for guidance in this area of their life that needs some guidance. I'm listening for you now. Love who you are. Absolutely. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Love who you are. That's where it all starts, right? It's like as soon as I love myself, everything else kind of lines up. Be authentic. I love this. Look at these cards. They're so beautiful. Be authentic. Be real and true to who you are and how you feel. What are your feelings in this situation? What is it that you want out of this connection? It's not always about them, Spirit just said. It's about you. And one more of these. Be willing to express love to receive love, okay? Be very giving, open, honest. Be ready to give it, to receive it, right? Let's get some cards on this table. Let's see what Spirit has for us today. Spirit, my Sagittarius, what do you have for them? A sense of be who you are. Maybe some of us are struggling with it's always about them. What about me? You know, and that's not selfish. I have an 8 of Swords. I have an Empress. I have a 6 of Wands. I have a Moon. And one more, please, Spirit. And I have a Hanged Man. Okay, and a Hanged Man. Okay, so this sense of almost like pausing and waiting. All right, maybe you feel like this is the knight in shining armor and this is everything that you've ever wanted, but there is a sense of pause. There is a sense of I'm holding back for some reason. I have some fear in this connection. Maybe I am addressing my inner goddess and I'm saying, you know, am I getting out of this connection what I'm putting in? Or am I, you know, are they putting me on a pedestal? Something like that, you know, like, am I deserving? You know, like you are deserving, but am I being treated like I'm being deserving? But I do feel like I'm holding back for some reason. So sometimes our own intuition kind of gives us a sense of hold back for now. All right. I have a 7 of Wands, so I have a little bit of a defensiveness is how that came in. Still thinking ahead, still thinking I want to be with this person. I still feel like this could be the one, but I'm holding back for some reason. I have a lot of passion for this person. So I do feel like there's a reason. So let's see if we can get some clarification on why do I feel like you're holding back or they're holding back? One of us is still holding back in this connection. I don't know, a little bit guarded. I have extremes, hot moon, hot extremes. I don't know, maybe it's it's an energy of it's really exciting, it's really hot, and then maybe it goes away, hot and cold energy. Maybe it's extremes of passion that, like, you know, it comes in these intense waves and then I get nothing. And maybe I want to be more, I want more consistency. I want more growth in this connection. Maybe I feel like we haven't been growing in any other areas of our lives. Maybe our physical connection is great, but we're not growing emotionally. We're not talking about our feelings. We're not talking about things that are going on. You know, maybe there's some growth that has to happen in this connection. You're getting smarter. You're reaching for the stars is what they're saying, right? You're getting smarter and you're reaching for the stars. Does this person support you in all areas of your life? Or are you coming up against some kind of conflict, like they're holding you back? You know, sometimes you get into a relationship where somebody starts to make decisions for you, believe it or not. You know, they start to say, oh, I wouldn't do that. That's not what I would do. Well, they're not you. And you are the only one who can decide what's on your path. So if you have a dream and you want to do certain things, don't let anybody hold you back, because you have your own path and you have your own dreams. And this person may not be in your life forever. You may decide, I don't want to be with this person. And you don't want to have held back on a decision that was part of your path and your destiny because of somebody else. So something's holding you back from achieving some kind of growth. And I want to know, you know, like, what are we preventing ourselves from doing? I have a Fool card, so I do have this kind of new journey. I don't think it's a new journey outside of this connection, but I do feel like it's a new journey within this connection. And I feel like an example would be, you want to go back to school and they're like, oh, I wouldn't do that, you know, or I want to start a business and they're like, well, that's a stupid idea. I wouldn't do that. You are on a journey. When you are in a relationship, you are able to continue to do what it is that you want to do. Okay. I want you to focus on that. I have a page of wands. Yeah. New passion, new journey. Here's my Empress again. Okay. You are nurturing yourself. Maybe you're growing spiritually. Maybe you're growing in another area of your life. You know, you're getting in better shape. You're working out. You're taking care of yourself. You're growing, and maybe they're not. And maybe that's causing this hesitation of, I feel like I've grown, but you haven't. And sometimes you put it into the category of like, we've just grown apart, you know, like you've changed, we've grown apart. But you can grow together if you can communicate. But I feel like a Queen of Pentacles, maybe you're making more money than them. Maybe money is becoming an issue between the two of you. Maybe there's some kind of, you know, control over money, something like that. But you're in control as that queen. Now, I do have a Lover's card. So this is a good connection. So we don't want to walk away from this connection. Okay. We don't want to grow apart. We want to both grow within this relationship. So either we've stopped communicating, you feel like you're not being supportive for some reason. Maybe they feel like they're not being supportive. Maybe they feel like, you know, like it's all about you, or, you know, we're both struggling. But it is a good connection. I feel like we both have to grow. We both have some lessons to learn, some growing to do. We don't want to walk away from this connection, Spirit just said. We have some forgiveness. Okay, maybe we need to talk about, you know, I'm sorry I've been pushing you away, or I'm sorry I'm not supporting you in your work, or I'm so sorry that I'm not trying to make things easier for you so that you can do your work. So maybe there's some forgiveness to be had in this connection. All right, there's some courage to be had in this connection. Maybe we're afraid to speak those words. Maybe we're afraid to speak the truth or tell the truth about where we're headed or what I want to be doing. Spirit wants you to move back together. Look at the flame, a hope. Ignite the flame. Okay, ignite the flame. There's always hope that we can continue on the same journey. We're not ready to walk away from this connection. One of you may have grown more than the other. Okay. And sometimes what happens is that the other person gets jealous. The other person is envious. They can see the changes and they start saying things like, you've changed. And it's not like you've changed, it's that you've grown and they should be growing right along with you. And if the changes are positive, then they should be supportive of those positive change. Yeah, look at this. I've got another Fool again. So I have this journey. Like you may be on some kind of journey, an 8 of Wands. Like maybe you have shifted your energy into something that you really want to do for yourself. And it's not selfish. And you should be able to do those things within the relationship. So we've got some changes. We've got some growth that has to happen in this connection. But we do feel like this is still a connection that we want to stay in. We still believe that, we have been put together for a reason, something like that. I still think about this person all the time. I know they're still thinking about me. And I still feel like this is going to work itself out, okay, with that Magician. Like if anybody can make it work, we can make it work. I feel like we've been through so much together is how it's coming into me now. One of you have grown, okay? I have a dream. I am dreaming about my future. This is what I want. I want you to be more supportive. I want you to be by my side. I want you to, believe in me is kind of how it's coming into me. So we've got to get back to why are we not supporting each other? Starting a new cycle. Maybe we can just identify that we haven't been as supportive of each other as we want to be with that forgiveness card, right? That, that you have changed, or I'm really proud of these changes that you're making. Like an example would be, if one of you gave up drinking or drugs and there was a significant shift in energy to spirituality and a better lifestyle. And the other one's like, well, I miss the person who I used to drink with. Okay. All of a sudden, the dynamics of the relationship are different, right? So you have to change together. You both have to be willing to change together for the better. Okay. Nothing is ever going to stay the same. Spirit just said nothing is ever going to stay the same. I have an 8 of Swords in reverse. So we don't want this person to hold us back. We don't want to hold anybody back from achieving these dreams, is how I feel. I feel like this is just an overall reading to remind us that, we grow and we change and we have to grow and change together. Let's just get some messages from our person. Let's see what else Spirit has for us, my Sagittarius. Now, this could be an Aries, a Cancer, a Taurus. I'm not worried about this connection ending. What I want this connection to do is communicate more, forgive more, allow each other to experience your own path within a relationship. Okay, something like that. I have abundance. You've done the work and abundance flows to you now. Okay. So that I had a Pentacle Queen earlier, that sense of abundance flowing into me. This is a soulmate energy. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. And that is what we want. Okay, we don't want somebody to say to us, well, you've changed. You want somebody to say to you, I'm so happy for these changes. This is great, honey. I think you're doing amazing. I'm proud of you, right? And that's what our soulmate tells us, all right? Our soulmate says, I'm going to be there for you no matter what. And that is what we want. We want this support system. Lean on your inner circle during this time, okay? Maybe your friends are supportive of you. Maybe they're cheering you on. This is some kind of spiritual lesson This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson, okay? To grow within a relationship, to not push somebody away, whether they push you or you push them when things get hard or it's uncomfortable, okay? Something like that. So we've got this spiritual lesson. Acceptance. Everything happens for a reason, right? Maybe we're going through this so that we're going to be stronger from it. Unhealed wounds are blocking this forward movement. Maybe we've got something that's going to be surfacing, okay? Maybe through this conversation of you've changed, you're not the same anymore, we don't do the same things anymore, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, what's really coming out is this fear of, I'm afraid to lose you, okay? And maybe it's an old wound of abandonment, something like that. One more of these, please, Spirit. What do we have for us? And fate. I love this. This is a destined partnership, and it's a partnership. Okay. I want you to focus on that. I want you to focus on, you've been put together for a reason. You're going through these changes, your own paths, your path together, but fate and destiny brought you together for a reason, and you want to stick it out. You want to get through these things, and you want to see if these obstacles hit you, that, what's the underlying obstacle? Is it fear? Is it abandonment? Is it, I can't imagine my life without you issues? Is there a bigger wound here that needed healing? And that's why this stuff is surfacing now. Okay. Let's get a final message for those of you that would like to have an in-depth private reading with me. Go to my website, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. And I'll put that link in the description. Final messages, please, for my Sagittarius. We've got a little bit of healing to do within this connection. We've got some growth to do within this connection. I have a King of Pentacles, so a sense of security, right? A Queen of Wands. We're still very passionate about each other. We still want to provide and protect for each other. And we're still willing to do the work. I like that. We're still willing to do the work. We're going to continue to grow. Seven of Pentacles, do the work and then sit back and wait for these seeds to grow, right? So the sense of we've got some work to do within this relationship, but it's not ending. It's just we've got to have a more understanding of what each other's goals are within the relationship. And that happens. It's just going through some kind of growing pains is how I feel. We're going to put this out to the universe. We're going to ask Spirit to continue to guide you. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today.